If you've been playing VR shooters for a while, you might have wanted to increase your stability and accuracy by including a gun stock into your gameplay. And while that hasn't really been something that I have personally wanted in the past, when WieldVR reached out to me to review their gun stock, I of course said yes because free shit's awesome. So yes, they sent this to me for free, but I'm going to be giving my complete and honest review. I'm not going to hold back on any kind of negatives in the stock itself. The stock is made from anodized aluminum and high quality injection molded plastics. It feels very rugged and secure and solid, and it doesn't feel like if you accidentally hit something, it will crack. One of the biggest advantages of this gun stock is the tool-free modular design, which allows you to switch between right and left-handed configurations in under 30 seconds, length adjustments to allow 80 millimeters of extension with the tube, and an intuitive push-button multi-step system. Butt stock is also adjustable. Simply press this button here and you can move the stock up and down to have the perfect cheek rest, as well as going forward and back with a locking step system, making sure you have it at the exact distance you want to be. The controller mounts offer pitch and yaw adjustments, allowing you to move the controller stocks in the exact right position you want to make sure it is in the perfect spot for you to play your games, no matter what game that is. The controller mounts are extremely easy to use. Simply grab a controller, slap it into the spot, and you're pretty much good to go. I will say there is a learning curve in understanding not only where the controller mounts are in relation to your VR headset and where it is on your body, because you're going to be blind when you're using this, but over time you get used to feeling the satisfying click of it getting into the right spot and knowing you're going to be secure. One thing I really like about it is the ability to turn this into a shotgun. So basically all you do is flip this clip here, and now you can do full-on VR movements with the shotgun stock, which is incredibly satisfying to do, especially with the sound. Realism is one of the biggest things we strive for in virtual reality, and being able to actually feel the pumping of the shotgun is such a great added point of realism. It makes you feel like you're actually pumping a shotgun. Despite being made out of metal, it ranges between 380 and 40 grams depending on the attachments that you place under the stock, making it extremely light, and it doesn't cause fatigue while using it for long periods of time. There's also a modular sling system, so there's a bunch of different attachment points all over the stock. You can choose which ones you want to clip into, and it's really easy to clip in them as well. Simply push down the sling and pull it out. Super easy and super secure. This is not going to be coming off, but you can upgrade to a 2-point sling, which is what they sent me here. The OneStock supports nearly every major VR platform with the MetaQuest, PSVR 2, Valve Index, Vive, HP Reverb, and even the original Rift S. And because it's so modular, you can constantly be adding new pieces to it to make sure you're adapting to the exact game you want. It also includes a 90-day money-back satisfaction guarantee, a 3-year if it breaks we fix it warranty, and free lifetime customer support. Shipping is available to 33 countries, typically arriving between 1 to 2 weeks, and comes with tracking notifications so you know how long it'll take exactly. One of the things I really enjoy in VR is sniping, and being able to improve my sniping ability with this gun stock has made a huge difference in my gameplay. Before, I had to rely on in-game methods such as stock stabilization, and while that's fine for regular use and allows you to have free motion of your hands, it just doesn't really feel right. And the biggest thing for me is the realism of virtual reality games. So if I just have my hands up doing this all the time, it just doesn't really feel like I'm actually holding anything. But with the gun stock, it actually feels like you're holding a weapon, and you can acquire targets quickly, accurately, and with complete stability. One of the hardest things about sniping in VR is the stability of your hands. Because you don't have anything to hold on to, you're just kind of shaking, both of your hands are going in different directions, and it's really difficult to maintain a sight picture on a target. But with the gun stock, you're able to have 3 different points of contact, one on each hand and one on your shoulder, allowing you to keep it extremely still. Unfortunately, I don't have a crazy amount of space to lie down while I'm sniping in VR, but it is possible to have a bipod system to attach to the virtual gun stock, allowing you to go completely prone and use the bipod as an extra point of stability. The bipod itself is really easy to use. You basically just have 2 tabs here, you press them down, and the bipod extends to a shooting position. And attaching the bipod is extremely easy. All you do is remove one of the controller grips, grab the bipod, place it on, and tighten it down. And now you have a prone sniping platform. Not only that, but all you have to do to adjust it is turn these little knobs here, which allows you to extend and retract the legs. Once you're done sniping, all you have to do is press these buttons down to retract the legs, and you can immediately go back to firing your weapon like normal. Quite possibly the best thing about this entire system is the ease of modularity. So as soon as you're done with one of them, simply unscrew it, take it off, grab the other one, put it on, and tighten it, and within 5 seconds, you're ready to go. There's even additional attachments for extra clearance for your controllers, so if you want to have a little bit more space to pop the controllers in, you're able to remove these and attach these other ones to make sure that everything fits perfectly. No matter what game you're playing, no matter what system you're using,
this will work perfectly every single time. Like I said before, the gun does come with the basic 1-point sling, but I would highly recommend doing the 2-point sling because it's much easier to transfer between a pistol to a rifle, shotgun, SMG, sniper, wherever it is during the gameplay. There isn't really too much negative to say about this other than that it takes a pretty decent amount of time to get used to clipping a controller in while you're playing, especially when you're doing it blind. So I would recommend spending a couple sessions just getting used to slapping the controller in and making sure you actually get used to the feeling of the click and having the controller be seated before you start trying to fire again.
Now, typically you won't be turning these controller grips very much while you are actually playing, but it does feel like no matter how many times you turn this, it's not going to just strip and lose the efficacy of the actual connection. A lot of non-tool twistable mounts tend to get loose over time, but I've been moving these quite a bit over the duration of my review, and I haven't felt any minimization of the stickiness of the controller grip to the point where I would feel like the controller is kind of slipping back and forth. It seems extremely solid from day one all the way to a week later after I've been testing it. I think the only real complaint I would have with this entire system is that when you are slapping the controller on, it is pretty easy to hit the grip trigger on the side of the plastic itself, and honestly that just depends on how much you've actually been using this system and how well you can find that really solid click when you're trying to attach the controller. There isn't too much space between the bottom of the plastic and the grip itself, so sometimes you will grab it and it will kind of hit the grip, but I would say after about 2 to 3 hours of usage, you're going to get very, very good at finding exactly where it is, even if you're not looking at it, because you're looking at a virtual space, you can't see it in real life, and you don't want to be double tapping your headset every time you want to attach your controllers. So once you get used to finding that spot, it's pretty solid immediately. I've been having a really fun time with this gun stock, and I think you will too. And thankfully, WieldVR has given me codes to give to you guys to get a free add-on, which is a $20 or more value with a code that you will find in the description down below. You can use that on a premium neck sling, an additional controller mount, or the quick release bipod. While I wasn't paid for this review directly, I will get commission if you buy any of these things, which will help my channel out a lot. But I assure you, everything I have said in this review is 100% accurate and honest. I'm not just going to make up things because I want money. I value the reputation of my channel far more than whatever I would get in kickbacks from commissions. And because of that total satisfaction money back guarantee, if you don't like it, send it back. It's totally fine. So if you are a hardcore VR gamer or just getting into the space and you really want to have that full-on realism, you can buy one of these, link in the description down below. Use my coupon code to get that free add-on. It'll help my channel out a lot, and it'll help you improve your VR gameplay. Thank you for watching.